Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Tool Tip Tuesday. Today I'm coming to you to talk about organization and one of my fun organization hacks that I have been using probably for about the last 4 or 5 months, and I have found that it is really helping me, especially when I'm building my embellishments and my embellishment clusters on my pages. So typically when I get a new collection, like Magic of Christmas, I will open it and I normally play with it right away. I look through the project playbook. I will do the project recipe with my mom. I have ideas and I will create pages with it. And I use a lot of the product right away. But then after that, it's kind of like, what do I do with the last little bits? And I used to stick them back into the bag, but then you have to sort through them. You forget what you have. It's hard to see and all of this. So I have gone to a new method for my embellishments. And I know all of you, well, most of you, those of you that are new, I'm going to cut you some slack. But there's a lot of you that used to scrapbook back in the day, and you have tons of paper, right? So I have a whole binder of non-creative memories paper that I don't even use anymore. So I will grab a sheet out of that paper, and then I will just adhere any of the embellishments that I haven't used onto this sheet of paper with my repositionable tape runner, and that allows me to take them off, move them around, practice with them. If I don't want it, I can just put it right back on. What's nice about this is I can see every embellishment that I have. I don't have to root around in a bag, in a box, in a tray. It's just right here. I can see it really quickly if I have my stickers right next to me. It just helps make the process so much easier to show me what I have. And then as you've used them all up, the repositionable adhesive rubs right off, and you could still use this sheet of paper if you want to, if it doesn't get damaged. So I have tons of collections, and I have not gone back and I have not retrofitted every one of my collections. But as I have been using the collections to do my layouts, sorry, as I have been using the collections to do my layouts, when I have the extra embellishments left over, I've been putting them on a sheet and then putting back with my collection, so that it just is making it easier. So as I use the collections, what I have left over, I have been doing that on. So this was Copper Canyon. I am super excited about this collection. I clearly bought it several times. There are clearly some embellishments that I don't like as many as others, so I need to start working on something with trees. But again, I can see everything that I have, words that I have, everything that goes right with this collection. So I've just recently been playing with Christmas, and so I just wanted to show you. When I do this, I don't know if you can tell, I try and keep like items together as much as I can so that I know what I have. Sorry, you guys, let me get a drink of water. I'm struggling here. Okay, I try and keep like items together so that I know what I have on hand. I'm not having to go back and forth, you know, with the embellishments. Okay, so let me move these out of the way for a second and bring back in Christmas. So I have these embellishments, and I literally just run a quick little thing of repositionable on here and put it on just like this. So now this shows me I don't have a lot of embellishments left with this collection, but this is what I have left. So now the next step is that I will put this with my Christmas, what I have left of my Christmas collection. So in this case, I've used most of this collection up already. I don't have a lot left. So because of that, I just use a thin little folder. I pretty much use what I have on hand. We do have some project folders, and I will link them. They are great quality if you don't have anything, but I have a collection from all kinds of places, Amazon. These were the bonus folders that came with the simple project kits. I have some from Stamp and Storage. So I use what I have on hand, what's not being used. And then when I have to purchase new ones, I buy them from Creative Memories. So this is what I'm using for this one. It just had a little bit of paper. I do keep my project recipe in here until I do it with my mom. So this is one that she and I haven't done yet. So I put that in there with that. And then what I will do is I just slide this right into the folder with my paper. It's all together, handy when I pull it out. Now, I keep all of my baggies, and the reason that I do that is I like to be organized. So all the little scrappy bits that you get, I don't like having them loose in my folder. I know I'm a little OCD, I'm sorry, but I just don't. So I will take all those little bits and I will put them in whatever baggie I happen to have on hand that I haven't used. Like on my desk right now, I have a little embellishment bag that I must have used the rest of it. So my scraps will go in one little bag, and then this bag has my stickers in here. It also has my laser borders. Now I could put my laser borders on another sheet. I'll be honest, I don't do that. So I think that there's not usually very many and I can just grab them out. And in this case, I only had a couple mat cards left after I did all the projects. So I just put that all in here. It's a relatively flat package. And then I just tuck this right inside my folder. So everything gets put in my folder, nice and organized for Christmas. And I am a little, I have a lot of Christmas, so I have a completely different area in my scrap room. It doesn't go with all my collections, it goes with my Christmas collections because I have a Christmas collection. In this particular case, that won't even go there. This will go where I have all my project recipes that I still need to complete with my mom, so that I keep all those to the side. So that's what I do with all of this. Here's another example. This is the Rough It collection. Again, I didn't have a lot of paper left after I did all the collections. I haven't done the project recipe yet, so it's in here to do with my mom. This is all of my scraps. There's a mat card in here, but this is all of my scraps that I had left over after I cut everything up. That goes in here. And then these are my leftover stickers. This one didn't come with laser borders, so I just slide my stickers in here. And now what I'll do is I'll just take my embellishments and I slide them right in my folder. So they're protected, they're all together, very nice and organized. So some of my collections come with a lot more items, or in this case, I've purchased more than one set of the product. So I have a lot more mat cards, I have a lot more stickers, I have a lot more paper associated with this. And so I don't want to just stick it in a small little folder. So in that case, I'll use one of our bigger folders, which has pockets to help you sort it better. So it has smaller pockets in the front where I put my mat cards. It has bigger pockets on the back where you can slide in your stickers. And you know what? I have an example right here. So this is Golden Harvest. This is what I've been using lately. If you guys have seen my videos, this is what I have. So currently right now, I have all of the embellishments that I've been using just slid in the pockets. Now, I just finished my last page of that. So before I file this away, I'm going to put these on a sheet, and I will just find one that I think coordinates well. So like green. And I will dump out all of my embellishments and I will start putting them together. And again, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I just look at what I have and I'll stick them in different areas. That's pretty. These are all. This is the Heather collection. This is all the tractors and trailers and on the farm goodies. And I'll keep these tiny little bits of leaves because I have used these leaves over and over, so I don't want to lose any of them. I'm one of these girls that I use all the little bits, if I can use all the little bits. So you get the idea. So I'll put all of my embellishments on here. That way it just makes it so much easier for me to see what I have on hand. And I love that. And as I've started to get new collections and they've come in, I do this right away so that they show up in my folders already organized of what I have on hand. So you get the idea. So I'll do the same thing with this section. These are actually go to another collection. So then what I'll do is, here's my bigger folder. Right here are my mat cards. Back here I've slid in my laser borders and my stickers. They slide in the back. And then the center section is where all my paper is, and I will just slide this right into the front. Then everything is all combined into a bigger folder. So that's when you have the bigger collection on hand. That's what I tend to do with those. So anyway, it's just a quick little tool tip to help you if you end up getting lost in your embellishments, you forget what you have on hand. I am really loving doing it this way. As I said before, it really is making it so much easier for me when I'm working on my collections to see what I have. I wanted to share that with you all today. Have a great rest of the week, and I hope to talk to y'all soon. All right, bye.